good morning, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, welcome. This is the English version. Right, good morning, welcome. I hope you're doing very well. Where's my music? Let me bring my music. Give me 1 second, please. I need my music. I can't do without my music. Where's my music? Here's my music. Here we go. That's better. Right, hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Let's have a look. I'm going to do some setups here to make sure that everything is fine. I can see your messages. Let's have a look. All right. Okay. Good morning. Kalimera, everyone. Good morning. Right. Okay. Sorry for the delay, everyone. I just closed the Greek version. Okay. Where's the music? It's here. We got the music. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, we suppose we're supposed to keep these sessions for 1 hour, and I don't know. I think my watch is broken. My watch doesn't work. Right. Okay. What are we gonna do today? Let's have a look. Let's bring the charts. Let me bring the cash flow. Let's have a look what's going on with the cash flow. Let's do an observation. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're good. Right. Thank you very much for the people that they came to last night a Zoom session inside the Discord. We had a great fun. I know it was a not short notice, but it was like a short video, right? Well, session. It only lasted 9 hours and 15 minutes. So technically I went straight through all the night until this morning, and I had to close because I had to take the kids to school and then come back to the morning update. Otherwise, if I didn't have to do these things, I would be still doing the live session. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Right, okay. Let me check my messages. Right, okay, cool. Everything's okay. We ready to move. Right, okay. So Bitcoin, consolidation. Okay, flat line goes nowhere. So Asia, it's closed. We've got the European Union, and we would like to see what EU is going to do. I do not expect much to say. I never do for the European sessions, but we will see. Dixie is dropping. And as Dixie is dropping, that will give us a little bit more, let's say, relief rallies for Bitcoin. So yeah, you have this correction. We're above the 50. We're going to see this in Bitcoin on a closer look, and then hopefully we're going to move around. As for the dominance, we see that we're getting squeezed in. Okay, so we're having the squeeze moment. Okay, this is what we have. So we're waiting now for the expansion or the explosion, and we would like to see where it's going to expand. We hope it's going to expand to the downside. Okay, this is what we're hoping. If that happens, if dominance is going to drop, then there is a high chance that we're going to see the turn towards the alt season. Okay, so not too much to talk about, the movement of the Bitcoin. There is no need to worry about anything. So let's go to the 90 minutes. Right, we've seen that very quick spring on the very bottom. So we had this Sunday, Monday moving to the downside, and then since then it coiled up. It went very quickly to the top of the range. Obviously, this is a resistance, and it's coming down, and we are sitting above the 50. As far as we're sitting above the 50, is fine. Okay, everything is looking good, and Asia did not drop it lower than 50% for the time being. Satoshi, good morning. Hello. How are you? Well, welcome to Satoshi and to Nowhere Bear. Good morning. So Bitcoin, as long as it's going to stay above the 50%, we're going to look good. So let's go to a smaller time frame. And technically we can see that we're forming on a smaller time frame kind of a range, okay? So this is the range that we need to pay attention to, okay? And we hope that the European session, they're gonna, behave and maintain it. Maybe we're gonna move up and down within the range until the US is gonna open. And hopefully, because we're above the 50%, hopefully that US is gonna push to the upside, okay? And if Dixie is gonna become a little bit weaker, then maybe, it's gonna contribute to push Bitcoin to the upside. And if it does, then you need to know what the next resistance is going to be, right? 99. You have liquidity above here, so the next one is 101. And if it wants to continue, 102. Okay, this is the A scenario, your first, approach. If we're going to lose the 50%, okay, then you need to look for this imbalance and this liquidity below. So you have the 95, okay, 95.7. So that's another area that we need to pay attention to. And also here that we have the major swing. So if we're going to lose 97, if we're going to lose 95, then there's a high possibility that we're going to go down to 94. There's liquidity down here. Okay, so the plan A and B. Okay, we never predict, we always prepare for both directions. Okay, so far this is a range. What you want to see, you want to see that it claim 50% of the range and try to head on the top of the range and try to get out. This is the first scenario. If it's going to stay under the 50, it's kind of like, EU is going to be a little bit bearish and it's going to push the price outside of the range, and we would like to see what's going to happen with the 50. Maybe it's going to do a small deviation, do some liquidity grab and then turn around, okay? Because it's going to hit all these bullish movement here, so it's going to get influenced and get pushed to the upside. So maybe possible you can have a deviation and then it's going to come back again. Okay, this is it about Bitcoin. Nice and clean and easy. You don't need to draw the lines again from the beginning. You have this line since back in November. What's that? Is that a new month? So since November, I don't know, I just got mixed February with November, so it becomes November. That's a new one. So yeah, we have the lines back from November. Right. Good morning all, good morning, welcome. Good morning. Happy Kampa, good morning. I'm very well, thank you. If we want to trade to the upside, we'll wait to confirm about the 98.418. Yeah, you can do that. That's true. That's a good approach. This is a kind of the style. Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to do. Okay, you want to make sure that you claim 98.48, change that resistance to support, and then you're good to go. Now, if you want to have a cheeky entry as close as 97 or at the bottom of the range, if you get a chance to get an entry, I mean, this is another little, cheeky entry. We call them cheeky entry because you're trying to catch a lower price for your convenience, right? You're trying to get a good entry. So what you can do, you say, hey, we're holding up over the 50, okay? There's a good chance that the US is going to push. I rather always I say, in any scenario, you want to make sure that you enter at the very bottom of the range. That is my favorite sweet spot, okay? So if you come back to the lowest part of the range, this is where I would like to enter, okay? If it goes up, you're going to be already in profit, okay? And you can increase the position here, okay? That's not a problem. You can, you can do changes. In case that it goes lower, okay, and gets invalidated, then your risk is minimum compared to the idea of you trying to enter here and then decided to go back. You have all this as a risk, okay? So I rather go as low as possible if I'm bullish, all right? Grab a position, grab an entry, trying to grab this 97, which is looking good, right? And then when you go above 98 and 400, then you can increase your position. You know, you can add up. Yeah, that's the one. November the 13th month. That's the one. The 13th month. It's an extra one. It's a hidden one. So yeah, that's the one. So yeah. So you can do that little strategy there. Small position. If it goes against you, you close it immediately with minimum risk. Okay, because it's a small position. But if it goes well, then you have a nice entry, right? Nice price, and then you can DCA a bit higher. So if you enter here, and then you re-enter DCA up here, okay? So that's your second entry. Your average will be around here. So whatever the price is going to be, you're going to be from profit from down here. So you're going to have a small advantage, okay? If it goes against it, you know, as soon as it's going to break that green line, you're going to close it, okay? Even if it goes outside of the range, okay? But because you have this little wick there, maybe you want to give it a little bit room just in case it wants to clear this liquidity and then come back. But if you lose that red line, I'll close it immediately with minimum risk, okay? Minimum loss. I'm going to have a loss, but it's going to be minimum. I don't mind. Right, okay. This is about Bitcoin. Now, let's have a look a little bit. Let me save this. And let's have a look on dominance. Let's have a look on dominance. Here's the dominance, right? And look at that. We had these kind of fake out. We had a good hope that we broke it. We came back. We found resistance on the trend line. It was coming down. And then what did I say back then, a couple of days ago? We need to make sure that we lose the 56. If we lose the 56, you go for the continuation. And then this is the beginning of the alt season. But no, dominance had a different plan. So that was a fake out. It returned, turned around, okay, and it pushed a break above 60.59. It was like, no, I'm not ready to go down yet. So it's pushing one more time. Big rejection. So a lot of people took profits. You know what happened. So, you know, this is a case now that we need to monitor. Are you able to hold this as support, okay? Or is it one of those fake outs that you're going to lose it again? We're going to see, okay? So this is like an area that we need to pay attention. If you like the trend lines, here's your trend line. If you like the horizontals, here you have it again, okay? I prefer the horizontals. There's nothing wrong with the trend lines. Use both, okay? Or use one of those. It's going to be absolutely fine. After that, let's have a look on ETH. Right, let's go have a look at ETH. What ETH is doing. Now, this is the 45 minute. So if you're taking the price action from the beginning of February, you're going again to another squeeze. Okay, so this is, you know, the support is pushing up, and then you have resistance pushing down. Okay, so again, we are in this area that we get squeezed in, and then we're waiting for the expansion or the explosion, whatever you want to call it. We need to break out this level. Anyway, it's not too bad. You've got these lows, high low, okay? You had a little broke of structure here, but it recovered very quickly. So you know that you understand this as liquidity grab. So you took liquidity in balance, bring everything back into balance, and then it came back. So this imbalance is out, this liquidity is out. So you have more liquidity sitting down here, and you have more liquidity sitting up here. So where we are now, it's up to them which liquidity they're going to go after. They're going to go after for the top one, or they're going to go after for the bottom one, okay? Either way, just take it step by step. And, you know, we know that we got squashed up, okay? So either it's going to break above or below. So here's your levels. That is 2,748. I'm just curious with the music. That's very Arabic. Yeah. Now I can understand Arabic. Okay. I hope I don't get spammy. I hope I don't get kicked out of my life. Anyway, due to the copyrights, but it's fine. So far, we're still here. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Still going. No complaints. Okay, that's good. Right. Okay. Cool. Yep. Stream health is absolutely. Stream is healthy. That's good. Analytics is fine. Okay. Cool. we're still alive. Right, okay, so yeah, 2.749 is the level that you need to pay attention right now as we speak. So this is where we are, okay? We would like to maintain this, stay positive, have a strong support, and then we're going to see afterwards how we're going to move, okay? So what else we're going to say? Do you have any coins that you would like to have a look at? Please throw any tokens you wish, and we're going to have a look at them. That is not going to be any problem at all. So let me know. Yep, we're still live. That's good. That's good. I've changed the song because it's a very, very familiar song. I know it's a cover, but it's a very familiar song, and that will trigger the copyright stuff. So I don't want to lose, because you know what happens is when they're going to give you a copyright violation, they're going to mute. So you're going to see the picture, but you can't not hear me. So it's going to be like useless. So I'm changing the music to make things more safer, so to say. Right. So yeah, ETH. This is what's going on. You need to be careful with this level. You know, go level by level. 2,749. We need to keep this level here safe. And Hive. You want to go Hive, Pepper? Were you together yesterday on the Discord live last night? I only closed this stream this morning, so I was streaming for 9 hours and 15 minutes. Anyway, it was all nice, all good. Right, okay, so let's have a look on Pepper. Let's bring Pepper up. Okay, let's see Pepper, what Pepper is doing. Here's Pepper. Oh, where's the? Oh, I used the gate yesterday. That's right, because we were trading direct from gate. Not Pepe. Here we are. No, that is perpetual. Where's the perpetuals? Can I open the spot? Yeah, that spot. We need the perpetuals. Oh, where are my lines? Come on, where are my lines? Sorry about that. Interesting, it's not here. Okay, never mind, I'll do the lines again, it's fine. It should have been gone. Oh, okay, maybe it's on the other template. Possibly. Possibly that is the... Let me check. No, it's not here. Okay, never mind, we'll do this again. Alright, so what I've done yesterday, I took... Let's go to the 6 hours. 3 hours. Let's find an impulse. You can easily take the last impulse, easily, which is more recent. You take the swing low with a recent swing high. That's no problem. Take that, break this down, and then expand this. Okay. Here you have it. Go down to smaller time frame, and let's have a look. Okay, so here we are. Last night in Pepper, this is where we're trying to enter a trade above this line. Okay, so we wanted to, you know, we seen that it was claiming the level, so we took this, but it was consolidating all this time, right? And that week got me out at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that was, you know, my trigger was to be above this level, and since it got below, I just closed the trade. Okay, I had my stop loss ready, and I said, you know, if it's gonna go lower, I'm gonna get, you know, I'm gonna stop this trade. But anyway, it was quite funny. because the loss was so low. And then I was doing explanation how you can quickly deploy your limit orders in the exchange, and I did 3 demonstrations to the live session yesterday on Zoom, how to quickly enter long and short as a demonstration for them to see how I'm going to do this. And I made 3 trades in a row, all of them in green. So these 3 trades that it didn't meant to be trading. It was demonstrating how to deploy money into the market with quick limit orders, and it turned out to be all 3 green. So I make 60% back from all the losses, not by trading, but demonstrating how to do deployment. So it was quite funny. So it wasn't a big loss at all. It wasn't a loss at all. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Yeah, it's very slow. It's very slow. I hear you. It's very, very slow. Right, so yeah, it's very slow. We need movement. So far, it's consolidating. Okay, so don't lose faith. Be strict with your lines. Draw your range. It's going to be a very, very long range. It's fine. Fine where you have the majority turns around. So here's your range. Okay, even that way. I mean, if you want to put it on the line, it's fine by me. I see this is the top. So the top for me is going to be 102 and 44. The last digits there, and the very bottom is going to be 101 and 35. Okay, so this is the range. You have multiple fake outs. Okay, that is the top of the range. It's fine. Small deviations, it's okay. That was a big deviation. It tried to stay above. No, it fell. It came all the way to the bottom. Tried one more time. Came back. Deviation. It took all that liquidity out, and then it got pushed out again. But then again, it cannot sustain. Why? Because Bitcoin is stable. Okay, Bitcoin is not moving. Ethereum is not moving. So Pepe, it just goes up and down with the algorithm. It's just like a normal heartbeat. Okay, so monitor this range, and get ready. If you're feeling that you're going to be bullish, trying to grab as low as possible on the range, okay, and trying to get advantage on the next move up, if that is the case. If not, if you're not convinced, so to say, and you don't want to risk it at all, because some people cannot handle, let's say, the minute they go into the trade, then they are a little bit anxious. So they're watching very close to the price and see what's going to happen, so they don't react very calmly, so to say. So there's no need for you to go into this kind of stress. In that case, what you can do is just wait for the breakout and the continuation, break the previous highs. Okay, so you can say easily, you can put a line here, say, hey, that was your previous high. Okay, and now you have another closer high. So I got these 2 highs. So the next time, please have the decency to break these 2 levels until you get convinced for you to enter. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. If you're going to move up and then make sure that it comes down, you want to wait after that's going to break these 2 highs. You may want to come back to retest, but this time above the range, and that will be your entry. But you need to see some kind of confirmation of continuation. Okay, maybe the retest is going to go up here and then it's going to come around these levels. It's fine. Maybe it's going to retest here and turn around again. It's going to be a retest a little bit outside of the range. It's fine, as long you have the structure break that you broke the previous highs and you're turning these resistances, you're turning this into support. Again, that counts as a retest. All right, it's good for you to continue. It's a good sign. Don't panic. Okay, on the other case, if you're going to lose it and then comes down, it has no interest to come back into the range, then you have liquidity down here, you've got liquidity down here, and finally down here the red line. So you've got plenty room to move lower if you wish. Okay, look at that, how much liquidity we have down here on the left. All right, it's a good area here. You've got nice liquidity here, another nice liquidity here. You've got some imbalances here, right? the imbalance is even further down on the 5 minute. This is a very tiny time frame, but if you look in these 5 minutes as a scalping, then this is obviously it's an imbalance. Okay, so that is a big magnet, that's a magnet, that's a magnet, that's a magnet. So if it goes down, you have good reasons for you to believe to go all the way to the red and even further down if it's going to lose a red one. Okay, if that is. So far the red one is holding as support, so that's why I say take profits here. Okay, and then do reassessment and see if it's worth it to continue. If not, trying to get the reversal, right? Trying to get all the way up. That's it about Pepe. Okay, on the upside, you have plenty liquidity up here. All the imbalance has been taken out, or these weeks are taken out of the imbalance, so nothing is going to influence anymore. As a bearish influence, you don't have any more bearish influence, so you're going to target easily when it's going to move. You're going to target easily the 10571. Okay, you have liquidity above here, you've got liquidity here, so it's a good chance that you can go even further, 50%. Okay, then maybe it's going to come here and then flip it, all this resistance, right? It's going to flip it to support, and then maybe you're going to continue. These are the scenarios. Scenario 1, scenario 2, that's it. Okay, you're ready to go in Pepper. Next one, you said hype. Let's go to hype. USD. Where was it? Yep, that's the one here. Here we got Pyth, an old gangster fib. It's fine. Let me see, where do we got the Pyth from? The hype. Sorry. Go down to the daily. Okay. Swing high, swing low. Here's your swing high. If I get the marker, so that's your swing high, that's your swing low. So we broke the levels and we're holding above the 50%, which is 22. We spoke about this in the war room, and when we was around $11 in the war room, when I was still there. So yeah, hype is doing fine. It's got plenty of liquidity up there. It's a decentralized token, so it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, so hype. You see that it did not touch this level. It's claiming this level, okay, and also it claimed this level. So overall, it's looking very bullish on a smaller time frame. Okay, here's your trend line. You're looking upwards. Now you have this a little bit weakness here. It's okay. It gets influence from this imbalance and liquidity. So it's trying to push up and then it gets pushed down. You can see how big the move down was, and you can see the significance. The second time when you're approaching the same area, the second time I expect to have roughly 50% of the original move. Okay, so if that move went down here to there, okay, then I expect half of the move. So this is kind of half of the move. It's fine. Okay, so I know that area here, that imbalance has been taken out. Okay, so now what he wants is to build support. Okay, so you have this resistance, that resistance, we're trying to treat it as support. First time he fell, let's see if we get the second time. If not, then you're going to have the double top event. Okay, it's quite early yet because you can still hold 25.9. Okay, if that case, if it's hold, then you can buy more and you can target that, and eventually you can target 29 if you're day trading. Okay, otherwise, for the people that they love trend lines, this is like the 22 minutes, aka similar to 30 minutes, whatever time frame you have available to your TradingView account subscription. Okay, usually your 13 minutes go down to 15 and just follow the trend line. If the price is behaving according to the trend line, you still are good to go. Okay, if you like horizontals, here you have it. If it's too wide and you don't know how to translate this zone, that's not a problem. Bring another gangster fib within. Okay, so bring this gangster fib in here. Okay, I have one extension number 1 enabled. It's fine, trying to make it, match the prices as much as possible you can. Okay, roughly. If you wanted to be like me, that sometimes my OCD is breaking my head here, I need to match the number. It's up to you if you want to do this. So after the decimal is 9354785. Okay, and then You fix the bottom one, and after the 9 is 90185,251, and then your OCD goes away. So here's your levels. Okay, look how good they are with the price action. Okay, you see that it's bouncing over and above and below, so that is good. So you want to stay above that green line. Okay, this is the concept here. You want to stay above the green line, and then you want to try, claim the levels. Okay, keep on pushing, and you can see that we broke these zones, and you can see where it had a hard time to break above 26.67. Okay, nice and easy, simple. PYR, of course. Good morning, Galimera. Good morning. PYR. Have we done all the requests here? We've done Pepe, we've done Hype. Okay, so the next one is PYR. Why not? Let's have a look. It's been a long time to see PYR. Thank you for bringing this one. PYRUSD. Crypto. I'm going for crypto. Let's have a look. Let's bring the weekly. It's a big gaming token, so all right. Okay. It's not looking very, very pretty, but let's do our best. So I'm going to give an explanation. I'm going to take this swing low, with this swing high. Okay, I can even take that, I don't mind, but if I do these very top, then it means my zones are going to be more broader, more wider. So I have a decent correction here, so I'm going to take this swing low with this swing high. Okay, so I'm going to break this down. This is the lowest, this is the highest, and then I'm going to expand. Right, so here it is. I've got that to 0. Okay, it's behaving on the green line. Okay, nice. Okay, right. Okay, cool. So let's go down to smaller time frame. Let's go down to 12 hours. Let's have a look what is going on. You can see that we're bouncing. We lost it 2.7. We're bouncing on 193. So we're holding above 193. Technically, you're still in a downtrend. Okay, you can see this, right? I'm not trying to be negative. I know it's still in a downtrend. The question is, did PYR found support here on 193? Okay, so that's my key level for the time being. Okay, it has some imbalance below. It's been very, it cleared all this liquidity. Any liquidity that's been sitting here, it's been taken out, right? So that is liquidity. Let me classify this as a liquidity. So here's your liquidity pool under the swings. Okay, so you have entries, stop losses, liquidations, all of these is liquidity, right? And you went through it, cleared the whole liquidity, and came back and tried to reclaim this level 193. So $1.93, is it the time for you to think that it's going to hold here? We don't know. Zoom in a little bit, go down to 45, 90 minutes. Depends your preference. You may like the 1 hour. It's absolutely fine. So what are you doing here? You are consolidating, right? So here's a consolidation. This is the switchboard that you have, support and resistance. So I like this. And my coil is going to be here, the lowest part of the range. Why? Because this is a resistance and that was a support. So I'm going to classify this as a range. Range number 2, please. Here it is. You have the 50% line. So currently inside the range, however, we are on the discount side. Okay, we are in the bearish side. So if you're interested in this project, so to say, that is going to move along, okay, so trying to grab an entry as low as possible of the range or even close to the yellow line. Have an entry here. If it goes higher, then you're going to have a nice entry. And if you don't want to risk it a lot, just go with, 35-50% of the investment that you wanted to go in. So instead of going 100%, make sure that you go just a little bit, right? And when you get the breakout of the range, you can DCA further up, and then the average will be somewhere in the middle. And that is if you're going to have the same exactly deployment. So if you put, I'm using examples now, if you're using $100 on both entries, then you're going to meet the DCA halfway. Okay, it matters how much is going to be your second investment. In the second investment, the second entry influence the first one. So according to what plan you're going to do, you're going to get a DCA. But either way, DCA is a DCA. It's a good thing. You're going to get an average. So so far we're under the 50% of the range. It doesn't mean it's terrible. It's just moving to the downside. Watch out for these areas. Okay, maybe it's going to do a little bit deviation outside of the range. Maybe it's going to hit the line. There is a possibility for this one, but I'll wait after that. Okay, I'll make sure if it wants to go lower and I'm bullish, okay, and I'm afraid to go short, make sure that you let it clear, and then maybe it's going to come back and behave itself. Then wants to reclaim. When you get the reclaim of the level, it means that it didn't meant to go down. Okay, it wasn't a short. It was just a deviation to take some liquidity grab, and come and load up for further up. So if you like the ranges, bottom of the range, or as close to the yellow line. If you're not familiar with the ranges, how to do it, or you panic, that's all right. Wait for the breakout, shift, flip, let's say, this resistance into support. That would be a good sign for you to, scale in and have a new entry over there. So this is PYR. So where's going to be the next target? In case it goes up, your next target, let me go a little bit high on the time frame. You have plenty liquidity. Oh, look at that. That is great liquidity here, and that is a major liquidity with big imbalances. So if that goes up and reclaimed levels, I don't see why not to go and target these big boys up there. Okay, if it goes lower, if that happens, if it goes lower, I don't believe we got that low historical data. Yeah, oh, we do. Here it is. So if he wants to go lower, these two yellow lines are still valid as levels. So you're just above the first yellow line. There is more data down here. So if it's going to lose it, then that it's going to go after to clear this imbalance, this liquidity, maybe go a little bit below and then turn around. Okay. I hope that I help you with that one. Could you please do Ondo? That's not a problem. We can do Ondo. Of course. Let's have a look in Ondo. Your request, my demand. Here's Ondo. Again, just flirting with my buy zone there. So let me expand that a little bit. Right, so here it is. So here we are. We're back in Ondo. Yeah, I mean this green box is not a range. It's technically my buy zone. So as long as you are above 126, it's like good to buy. You see a little bit. You see an attempt that was resistance. Came down, it pushed up. You see an attempt trying to claim 143. It fell, but the good news is it did not come all the way to the previous lows. Okay, it did not come to 126. It never came back to 129. So it's holding here 135. Okay, so if you wanted to use these as a range, but again it is not placed as a range, this is what you have. You're trying to get out, it comes back, it turns one more time, and now it's trying to flirt from the top of the range if you want to use this as a range. Okay, so what do you want to see next? Stay out of the range and trying to attack the previous highs, right? Take out the 143. Finally this resistance is going to turn to support, so you wait to see a continuation. Okay, and the next level is 160. Look at that. You've got liquidity up here. Okay, this is a swing high. You've got more swings high over there. So you've got plenty of liquidity here. Okay, so you got liquidity sitting here. So it makes sense for you to target that area if you want to be bullish and go higher. Okay, so let me clear a little bit the brushes, the Picasso. So going back, in case that it's going to lose the 126, it's very simple. You get triggered here, and then you have liquidity down here, liquidity and imbalance over here, plus liquidity. So you got two levels to play with. Okay, you lose that one, and maybe you're going to bounce a little bit, some deviation, and then it's going to turn around. Okay, this is the plan A, plan B, or scenario 1, scenario 2. There is an event on Friday, that's correct. So they're going to do the, is that the unemployment? If I remember. So let me bring this. I believe it's unemployment. Let me have a look. We saw that not yesterday. Yeah, I think we saw that one yesterday, didn't we? So today it's Wednesday. Just to confirm myself here. Wednesday. Oh, really? U.S. President Spring. Okay. How come we did miss that? When did they came in? When we saw that one, it wasn't there the other day. Nice. Okay. So that happened already. Okay. Non-farm employment change. Not something major. PMI, orange. 5 o'clock, that is within the US session. At the very beginning of the US session. Then we've got something going on in the UK, blah, 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 blah. And then Friday, we have the average hourly earnings on a monthly basis, month on month. And we have non-farm employment change, and then we have the unemployment rate. Okay. So, yeah, so Friday is going to be, technically it's going to give some volatility. So we'll see. We'll see. And then next Wednesday, CPI on a monthly basis and the yearly one. So another volatility before Valentine's Day, Wednesday the 12th. So be careful next week. Right, another week again. Another week with volatility, which is good. It's good. Yeah, it's, volatility, it makes things move. Right? Just be careful not to get caught on the wrong side of the direction. Okay, just be very careful. That's why you need to have lines and be very strict. You lose that line, you take it. If the volatility is going to help you move and make profit, that's it, and close it as soon as possible. Okay, because it's going to turn around. These days, these times, they move very fast. So make sure you don't get caught. That's my best advice. Easy boy. Good morning, good day. Right. What else would you like to see? You're more than welcome, please. Already 55 minutes past already. Time flies, guys. Time flies. What else you would like to see? Ethereum, we spoke about Ethereum. Doge, we spoke about Doge as well on the previous session. Again, it's still in the downtrend. It's trying to claim it's a red zone. Okay, we spoke about these. The conversation that we had in the Greek session, it was like, in case that if the memes are going to fly, Doge is going to fly as well, right? It's going to give you kind of a sign. If Doge goes, the rest will go. Go back to work. Have an awesome day, everyone. You too, sir. Thank you very much for being here with us. Have a nice day. Have a good time at work. Solana, okay, that's a good one. I'll take that. XRP, okay. Let's have a look. Solana and XRP, okay. I've taken the request. Let's go and do them. So let's go to Solana. Solana is somewhere here on my templates. Here it is. Let's do Solana. Hello, Solana. What have you been doing? What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you up to? So, Solana. Okay. Okay, so Tuesday it pushed all the way up. Nice, okay. Right, we spoke about this. That's correct. We spoke about this on Monday, didn't we? So, yeah, So it claimed all the way up and did not manage to stay above the 50. Shame. Okay, the same scenario here. It went all the way up here and failed to claim 216, and it failed to hold 212. Okay, so you know, if you were long, since you lose that line because you never claimed this level, since you lost this line as a support, it got broken 212, you close the trade. It would be very strict. Then it created this imbalance. So you have imbalance here. So this is imbalance. So there is a higher possibility that when it's going to come to reach these areas, it's going to get pushed down again, because this is a bearish imbalance. Okay. Right. Okay. So far, you know, it's keep on losing levels. All right. It's losing supports. It lost the 208 and it lost the 204. Okay. So you have some liquidity down here. So it's going to go after this. So we're going again towards 200. Okay, it's going towards 200. I don't know if it's going to go any further lower. I mean, there is some good imbalances here, so it will make sense to come down to take out this imbalance. If it's going to go lower than 196, there is a higher possibility. Why? Because you got quite a big you know, liquidity here. This is liquidity, this is liquidity, this is imbalance. There's more liquidity down here, so there are areas for Solana to take and clear and then come back later. If that, you know, we're still in the downtrend. Okay, zoom out a little bit and see what kind of trend you are. Okay, this is the downtrend. That was a good, you know, early signal that he wants to break it, but since he touched that trend line, it was like no, it is not ready to go. Right, and you have this trend line since January, right, the beginning of the year. So you have a very strong trend line, some deviations, some fake outs. It did try, but it did not manage to do it. So here it is again. It's coming again down. It's get pushed. There is a possibility to stay here, of course. There is. Okay, it may turn around here, but either way, you want to make sure that you can hold in, you know, as low as possible, trying to get an entry if you want to be bullish with Solana. Trying to get, you know, entry as low as possible. If it wants to come down to clear these imbalances and liquidations, it's even better for you to target these areas if you want to go long. The lower it goes, the better entry you have. Okay, if you want to be bullish with Solana, and why not to be bullish? But if you want to take what is, you know, giving you the day, you're still in the downtrend. There is, you know, an attempt that it wants to go higher. Okay, so taking this trend line, it got broken. It's trying to push up, it got squeezed, and then it broke it from below. So it's cooking, but it's not ready yet. Okay, it's trying to bowl up, but it's not ready yet. Okay, this is about Solana. XRP, let's have a look. XRP, Coinbase, crypto is fine. Let's have a look. All right, let's go to a bit higher time frame. Let's find a nice impulse. Okay, we have nice impulse here. So I'm going to take the lowest level, which is here on the impulse, and let's go this high. Expand. Minimize. Right, go down to smaller time frame, lock it in case you don't want to lose shifting around. So this is the 12 hours. We still in the downtrend. It's trying to do an attempt. It pushed to the upside, but is losing the 2.6 or 260, so to say. So here it is. Here are your levels. We keep on losing levels. It's trying to do an attempt. We need to give this to XRP. Is trying to give an attempt to push up, but you know, it failed to maintain this level, and it gave you a lower high. Okay, you have a low, low, or even equal lows if you want, but still kind of violated this zone. So this swing low, it is not strong, so therefore it looks like it's going to break it. It looks like it. Okay, So if you want to break the zone between 260 and 230, just in case you want to monitor what the price action is going to do, okay, you're more than welcome to break this down. And if you don't want to be too busy with lines, what you can do is ask to break this down into 4, right? And you have 4 zones. Okay, so now you're battling and flirting with 252, right? You cannot go above 252. So if you want to have another push to the upside, trying to make up all the losses that he had right now, he needs to claim 252 and then finally trying to attack 260 to flip it. Okay, but so far 260 cannot hold any support. Okay, so far. So there you have it. I mean, this is the right number. 634 is the OCD. So I can make these lines a bit thicker just for your convenience. Here it is, thicker lines. Here it is. You cannot go above the 252 for the time being. You're on a downtrend. It came down here to clear this imbalance. It got influence as a bullish, not very strong, but so far it's holding under 252 for the time being. Okay, this is XRP. We're not trying to be bullish or bearish. We're trying to see the scenarios. If it wants to break above, where are going to be my next targets? Okay, target the swing highs. Why? Because right above them we have liquidity, so it's going to go after the liquidity in that case. If it wants to go higher, if it wants to go lower, you have liquidity here in balance plus liquidity. So the same scenario plays over and over on most of the tokens. It's exactly the same thing. Okay, the only thing that changed here, it's the levels and numbers. Okay, each token has different numbers, but the algo is kind of the same. Right, we've done XRP, we've done Solana. So will the play on Solana really be short at the moment? I mean, so far it's going down, right? And it's a squeeze as well. I mean, don't get me wrong here, but it's a squeeze. Okay, even if I want to include this overall, okay, on the 90-minute, it's a squeeze. It can break out either direction. So if you let's say a little bit skeptical and you do know which way, let it break out. Let the breakout help you out. Okay, be careful though. Now that it's doing this on a smaller time frame, now that it's doing this range, be careful that you don't get right the power 3. Do you know the power 3? Let me see if I can help you with this one. So you have the accumulation, right? Then you may have the manipulation, and then you may have a distribution. Okay, so if you get this kind of play, what may happen is the token is going to break out, come above, trying to take some liquidity. This is manipulation, and then after that it's going to come down to do distribution to target the other kind of liquidity. So distribution can go all the way down here, right? So be careful if you get this kind of setup. When you do accumulation, watch out for the manipulation. You don't want to trade the manipulation, you want to trade the distribution. Okay, watch out for these little germs that sometimes they're going to pop up somewhere. Okay, it's not always like bearish or bullish. Have a plan it. Okay, Boreana, yes, that's what it looks like. It looks like it wants to go lower. It looks like it. Okay, but if according to the meetings and stuff like that, we need to pay a little bit attention to Bitcoin and Ethereum and see what things are looking. So let me bring Bitcoin back and have a look what Bitcoin is doing. So you see, he's trying to manipulate a little bit, go a bit lower. Remember that I said that maybe it's going to go down here, it has a small imbalance, maybe it's going to come back, and then it's going to come inside the range. We need to see what Europe is going to do, because Europe usually is very quiet with the crypto space. It's just the algos that go up and down like a heartbeat. Okay, until you have the US that are going to push it. We had a discussion yesterday on Zoom which sessions are my favorite. Is it the you know, the EU, the US, and Asia. And I usually say Asia because Asia has big masses, lots of traders, and they're gonna be smooth moving the the tokens, okay, all the space. US, on the other hand, because of the stocks and the meetings and the Congress and all that stuff, they have high influence on their own space, and that creates volatility, okay, because they move around left, right, center. US can create volatility. Volume wise, you get more volume, but it's more stable, more normalized, to say. The move is more smoother on the Asia, and that's why a lot of people did not pay attention in the Asia, because it does not give huge spikes, right? They can move things, but majority of the time they have volume, but they're gentle. Okay. No, you're more than welcome. Yeah, XCN, of course, it's lately it is one of the tokens that they move. It's been, you know, on the talk for the past month. XCN, it did enormous move. Let's have a look. Go back to the daily. I mean, you know, no joke. It did enormous move to the up. I mean, it went parabolic. Okay, this kind of events, the new traders or the retailers, they get FOMO and they see this big move, and they get FOMO because they want to grab, you know, some of this. Okay, what I usually do, I wait to see exhaustion. When I see big wicks, you know, it's pushing. That was a nice exhaustion. Okay. And if I measure these to the downside, it's 42% to the down. If I take these all the way down here, it's 55%. So what I usually do is I wait until I see exhaustion, and then I'm going to short it, okay? Because I know that it cannot continue anymore, and then the big boys, they're going to take profit. So when they're going to take profit and they're going to push things down, I'm going with them. So this is why we say, do not, you know, chase the pump. If it's going up, let it go. It's going to come down. It has to correct. Okay, it's creating so much imbalance, so much upset into the market. It cannot go so fast. It will come back in the point. So, speaking of which, let me take the last impulse, that swing low. Okay, so the swing low, swing high, and break things down. Okay. So this is the lowest. That's not even the right tool. So here's the lowest, this is the highest. Break this down a little bit. Coordinates. Leave that to the left is fine. You go to the right, it's okay. And then we can create a template of extensions, so we can see a little bit above and below. I'll do the lines a little bit thicker for you to see. And here we are. Okay, I can use these levels to expand a little bit to the left if you want. Left, here we are. I'm going to lock it, make sure that it doesn't drift. No, that wasn't the lock button, it was the bean button. So let's go down to the smaller time frame and let's observe what's going on. So we are sitting on the 50%, okay? What we want now for XCN is to maintain 003. It's a little bit choppy. It has imbalance below, has greater imbalance below rather than above. So there is a higher possibility that maybe it's going to lose that. Okay, there is a possibility that's going to lose that, to come down to clear this imbalance. Okay, it's going to come down and then it get pushed up again. And then maybe if it wants to continue the same scenario, right? You've got lots of liquidations, liquidity, imbalance. You've got another imbalance here. So there is a case, right, down here. It makes sense if it wants to go down here. If the market makers want to push it down there, that's the levels. Otherwise, if it's going to maintain this and, you know, treat it as a support, you can see that it's squeezing up, right? So it's squeezing up. If it's going to explode and you go to the upside, well, you got the level 0035. Yeah, that's correct, 0035. You have liquidations, you've got liquidity. So all these lines are very valid. Okay, so the next target is going to be here, the next target is going to be there. maybe a small deviation, fail to hold and then come down again, okay, to clear this liquidation. That's how easy it is. Nice and simple. Have your triggers, have your enter, you know, your options, and you can go both ways. Okay. Good evening, Stadia. Welcome back. Yeah, I've been awake since I've been awake since yesterday morning. And I've been going live and talking since yesterday non-stop. So I've been talking since last night, 10 o'clock, and it's already 12 o'clock midday. Everything for you guys. Everything for the best. Alright, so it's already 12:15. Anything else? Any requests? Please bring them this way. Otherwise, we're gonna, talk inside the Discord later. I'm gonna have a little bit rest. I'm looking at the messages. Everything's so good. Link, why not? Let's have a look on Link before I go. I don't think I have Link here on the shortcuts, but that's all right. Let's bring a Link, please. Go to a higher time frame a little bit. Trying to take the last impulse. That's a swing low, that's a swing high, deep correction. So that's a good level for me to take. Swing low, swing high, expand. Let me see where I'm expanding to. It'll be a good idea for me to able to see. Take that to 0, it's fine. Right, I'm happy with the levels. I'm very, very happy with the levels. Okay, good. This is a weekly now, don't be panicking. So lock it, go down to 12 hours. Okay, Link. Okay, unfortunately Link cannot claim $20, right? And it's a little bit bearish. So it's coming down from 25. It lost 23. It did not stop here. It did not stop on 20. It went all the way down to 15. Push all the way up. So it took some liquidity here on the left. So it took that liquidity. It took all this liquidity here. So, well, technically what it did, it took out this liquidity. If I have the market, so it took that liquidity and it took that liquidity. So that creates a new imbalance, right? It's unfinished business. Is Link going all the way down? Well, technically, we are in the downtrend. Okay, we are in the downtrend. There is some imbalances. It will lost the red line. So we need to see what's going to happen on that 50% range. Are we going to bounce here or are we going to lose it? If we're going to lose that one, and possibly if we're going to lose this, again 50%, see if it's going to take out zone by zone. You know, if you split every zone by half, you're going to have a good viewpoint if it's going to be bearish or bullish. If it stays above the 50, I mean, let me do this very quick demonstration. Here it is. Don't worry about the lines. Use the template 2. That's why I have it. Template 2, right? Have a bit thicker line, and then you just monitor that red line. As long as it stays above every 50%, there's a good chance that it's trying to attack the higher level. If it's going to lose the red line, the 50%, there's a bigger chance that it's going to attack the lower level, right? And every zone you can monitor, every zone you can monitor the 50%, right? If you don't want too many lines, it's okay. Observe the 50%. 50% is a very significant level, that's why it's red. Okay, so this is a very significant level. We lost it. Let's see. Let me bring this line. Let's see. Okay, my OCD is kicking in again. I cannot have different numbers here. So 499 please, and 17892. So here we are. So let's see. Can we stay, you know, above 1919? Okay. If not, right, then it's gonna come down easy. This is like internal monitor. Okay, you can have these little numbers smaller, not to obstruct your view here. So you know this is an internal structure. less lines, smaller numbers. Right, okay, cool. AVAX, yeah, why not? Let's have a look on AVAX. AVAX I haven't sorted, I believe. Here it is. Hello, baby. What are you doing down there? $26? That's a discount. Right, okay. Not a problem. Come down here. Let me clear this level. So what do we see? Okay, I took these as a big swing high, swing low. Okay, so I took the whole down market, okay? The whole bear market, if you want to call it that way. So this is like big boys, big ranges, right? Each level now, it goes from 8 to 26. It's huge. It's huge. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. What you're going to do though, you're going to break them down, okay? Because they're too wide. It's very hard for you to control this. So here's your levels, right? 43, and just break it down. Go here, come down here, internal structure, fix the OCD issues here, right? 43.395, and at the bottom it has to be 26.005, okay? And use a template of 8. It's going to be fine, and just keep it the lines a bit thicker. Here it is, and go with smaller numbers, and you're going to be fine. Here it is. Okay, that's you now you have the internal structure. If you want to see below what it's doing, you're more than welcome to use extensions, okay, to see how far that did it go. Let me go here, double click, and then use the extension, and please reverse because I want to see the downside. Again, smaller numbers, thicker lines. Here we go, and see how that goes. Okay, look at that. It went all the way down here to 22-ish. Let me lock that. I don't want to be drifting. So here it is. It went all the way down to 21.66, 22-ish. And then trying to claim levels. Right now, it's trying to hold above 26. Is it going to be strong enough to, stay above? We're going to see in a couple of hours in the US session. If you lose a green line, then you know you have liquidity, imbalance, liquidity. So you're going level by level. It's always the same thing. If it wants to hold here, trying to find a consolidation on a smaller time frame because it's doing a squeeze. So it's going to consolidate a little bit. So you can go down to 30 minutes, 15 minutes and see if you can find a consolidation. Okay, and here's your consolidation. Right, here's your consolidation. And you just need to wait and see. Will I get a manipulation all the way down here? And then do I get a distribution? The manipulation can be the other way around. Come up here, take out this liquidity, and then come down to the distribution, take these liquidities. Okay, so watch out what kind of play it's going to do. If you're scalping, it's fine. You can go over here, go all the way up here, and then after that reverse. And then you can, take the manipulation, take out the distribution as well. That is on scalping, but on a higher time frame, 12 hours or 19 minutes, you need to be careful, not to be into manipulation. Okay, because a lot of people when using high time frame, when they see a move, they believe it's going to be a legit, and this is where a lot of people get caught. Okay, the power 3, sometimes you see them early, sometimes you don't panic. Use the horizontals for you to have your triggers. Okay, again, all of them, they're giving you the same setup, right? They're giving you the same kind of algo running. Okay, so squeezing up, consolidation, and just watch out. It's going to do a fake out, right, as a distribution. Do a fake out and then come down and lose it as a distribution. Watch out for it. Okay, now if you go to a smaller time frame for the distribution, if you want to see a retest and stuff like that, you need to go like super tight, smaller time frame. Okay, and if you're going to watch the 2 minutes and stuff like that, you may see, if I zoom in, you see the proper candles here. Okay, so what you may see on the smaller time frame, you may see that it's going to retest on the 1 minute for you to play out the manipulation, okay? And then you're going to see a fail that you can, maybe you can go a little bit higher to take the liquidity, and then it's going to fail to maintain. And then this is, the start of the distribution, and come back again, okay? And past the, the range, past the 50%, go lower than the range, and then maybe it's going to bounce here or even further down. So that is your accumulation. That will be your manipulation, and that will be your distribution. A small retest, maybe you're going to get something on a super small time frame, 1 minute, 2 minutes, stuff like that. It's not guaranteed though. And also remember that accumulations, they're not always pitch perfect horizontals, right? So people are watching like for prices to accumulate in horizontal manner. No, you can have, right? Let me bring the channel. Where's my channel? Here's the channel. So you can have a channel like this, okay? So this is accumulation as well. Accumulating, manipulation, distribution. Okay? If you get used to it, you'll see them. Right. Okay, it's 22 past 12. Will BTC have to be going down to hit the bottom liquidation on Link or AVAX, etc.? Yeah, I mean, it will get, they will get influenced, okay? The major one, the number one is Bitcoin. If the crypto space is becoming, let's say, it is not because someone is selling. I mean, remember this. You have a pair. You compare Bitcoin against the US dollar, right? So you need to watch out for Dixie, which is the dollar, right, index. So you need to watch out what the dollar is doing. If the dollar becomes stronger, that means that the pair Bitcoin USD, it means that the Bitcoin is going to print a down move. That doesn't mean necessarily people are selling. It's because dollar becomes more stronger. So therefore, Bitcoin is going to become weaker. So it's going to print a down movement. And if that happens, which means the dollar becomes stronger, not only against the Bitcoin, the dollar will become stronger against the AVAX. It's going to be stronger against the Link. It's going to be stronger the XRP, because all these tokens, we compare them against the dollar. Okay, so yes, if dollar is going to get stronger and it gets pushed up, that influences the rest of the crystal space to go to the downside. So that's why we have the cash flow, and now and then we trying to keep an eye. I have 3 monitors here, and that cash flow is always on my third monitor on the right. Okay, and this is what I need to see. What is going on with Dixie? If Dixie is going down, take it physically or naturally, so to say, it influence the Bitcoin to become stronger. If Dixie is going higher, that will influence the Bitcoin to go lower. If you see both of them going on the same direction, then please keep in mind that period they are manipulating the prices. What does it mean? They know that Dixie is going to go up stronger. They know that will influence negatively on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is going to drop, but the market makers want to protect the price and make sure that it doesn't go lower. So what do? They're pushing, they're buying in at the same time. When Dixie is going down, they're buying in to bring the balance, right? So if Dixie is going to go -3, they're trying to go in +3 to make it equal 0 to balance out the difference. If they want to protect the price, the market makers, they can do it. They have cash available for them to do this, to deploy anything, okay, in instant. So you don't know what kind of decisions they made, that you don't know what strategies they're going to do, you don't know the games they're going to play. Market makers, sometimes they cooperate with other market makers, other times they don't, they're going against them. Why? Because each market, it has liquidity, and yes, sometimes they can be all nice and smooth and going together, but other times they're going to go against each other because they want each other's liquidity. right? So it's a lot of games. You're not inside there. We do not control. We have no idea what the market makers are going to do, the institutions. They're going to create the news to make people panic, to move the masses, so the retailers will follow or do something opposite. And then the market makers that just lay down the trap and just wait for the retailers to come in, for them to pull the string. So all of these we need to keep in mind and say, that's why I need to keep trading as plain simple as possible with lines. Did you break this line? It's a trigger point for me. You're going to the upside, I'm going long. If you go to the downside, I'm going short. I'm already inside in the trade and you losing the level, close it, bam, no question asked. Okay, you don't care for you to find the level why the heck it went down. You don't care. What? How is this information going to be valuable to me? What, to give an excuse that the price went down? Oh, Bitcoin went down because I don't know, an exchange closed. I don't care. I feel sorry for all these people that, you know, they got wiped out from the exchange, but I cannot control it. It wasn't my decision. Either to go bankrupt on that exchange, either, you know, it's beyond my control. So why do I need to, you know, attach emotions and fear and fad into my trading style? No, this is my business and I'm trying to protect my investment. My target is to increase my capital. End of story. I don't care if it's going to be Bitcoin, AVAX, Link, XRP. I don't care. Is it moving? Okay. Can I have an opportunity for here to make money? Yes, I'll do it. In the end of the day, you're going to close that damn thing. You own nothing and you're going to sit on your money. Simple. You're going to push the money in your wallet, put it in your credit card and say, hey, today I'm going shopping. I got my 20%. I'm out. The next day, XRP will dump. You don't care. You're not in the trade. You're out. So I try to keep things nice, simple, clean, and do not hold things for very, very long time. If I wanted to hold something very long time, I need to go to very, very solid directions. If I say, I'm not going to go into meme coins. Okay, I'm not going to go into, no, I'm going to stick to like the majors. Who's a major? Bitcoin, Ethereum. I have no other option, because if Bitcoin is going to go down, right, something wrong happens on Bitcoin, the whole thing is going to get wiped out. But if I go into, I don't know, to any meme coin and then the meme coin goes down, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go down. The meme coin has zero effect against Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, though, the other way around, it has 100% influence on the rest of the crypto space. Right? So, that's it from me. Another long day for me. We're supposed to do this 1 hour. We're doing this 1 hour and a half. I'm having a great time. I hope you too. We've done plenty of market updates. We've seen lots and lots of tokens. You've seen how I approach things. You see how I design things. You see everything. Okay? I speak out the scenarios, scenario A, scenario B. Always have a plan for either direction. Okay? It's like you going to a holidays. What are you going to do? Right? You're going to open up the map to see the area whereabouts you're going to go. You're going to book the hotel, you know, the reservations. You're going to buy the tickets. Maybe you're going to rent a car. Then you're going to, you know, try to find some attractions for you to book yourself and have a good time. So what are you doing? You're doing preparation. Okay? You're preparing yourself. This is exactly what you need to do with trading. If you're about to enter with money into the trade, you need to prepare yourself and say, hey, this is the market. I need to break down the levels. I need to see the direction. Is it going upwards? Is it going downwards? Okay, if it's going down, then I'm going short. As simple as that. Where's my level? Here is the level. If it goes further down, this is my trigger point. This is my validation point. If it goes up, that is going to be my trigger point. The other thing is going to be my validation point. Plain simple. Plain simple. Are you going to have losing trades? Of course you're going to have some losing trades, but your losing trades is going to be minimal. You're going to lose what? 0.5%, 1%, 2%? It's fine. You're going to lose 1%? Tough. You don't care about this because you're aiming on the next trade to win 20 and 30% or 25% or whatever your target is. I usually say 20%. I don't want to give out big numbers. Have big dreams, but have realistic goals and trying to meet these goals. Okay, for you to have big dreams with no goals, it means it's going to stay into dreams. If you're going to have big dreams with big goals, then you're going to discourage yourself very easily, because the goals, the steps to get to that dream are too big. It's too hard for you to maintain. And if you don't achieve the first goal, I'm telling you, you're not going to find the courage for you to go for the second goal. So have big dreams, but realistic goals for you to go step by step, and you need to make sure that these goals are achievable, are reasonable and achievable, easy for you to do. The goals later on, they're going to become harder and harder, but the first ones, they need to be easy. Trying to learn TA, trying to learn the tool, trying to learn how to break things down, that's the first goal. Are you good at this? Well done. Now the second goal is for you to do execution, for you to enter trade in either direction. You need to do this 1,000 times with minimum money. Forget about the money, focus on the execution. You've done the first goal, the TA is out of the way, done. Okay, check mark. Now the second one is the execution. Do I execute this correctly? After you've done this 100 times, I'm giving you rough numbers now, then you are confident that your TA is perfect and your execution is very spot on. Now that is that out of the way, another check mark, you go for the third goal. Now you're going to deploy some capital, and now you're going to focus how to do the TA, that you know to do this very well. Now you're going to focus how to do the execution, that you're going to be very good at it, and then the money is going to come afterwards. Because if you take care of the two goals, the third one is going to become automatically as mechanical. It's going to just follow the third goal is going to follow the first two. And then once you do these, you need the fourth goal, which is your management, finance management. What are you going to do with this money? You need to make sure, you need to tune your finances, because one thing is for you to make money. That's one thing. The second biggest problem or chapter, so to say, for a trader is how you're going to keep this money. Because easy come, easy go, I'm telling you, you're going to come back here in the next bull run trying to get in. Okay? In panic. Why? Because you lost the money. You spend the money. It's good for you to spend the money, yes, in a sense of like, I work hard, I deserve a better holiday, I deserve a better house, I need to move to a new flat, or I'm going to get a new car because my car is broken, shit, I have the money to do so. You can do this, okay? For sure, you need to pay yourself, but make sure you control your expenses. Break your expenses into two columns. The things that I want and the things that I need. Make sure you pay attention to the things you need. Separate the things into two sections. All the people that just put expenses in one big bag. Everything is expenses. Yes, but you need to break them down. Is this something that I need? And what do you classify the things that I need? Okay, I need something for me to survive. Do I need these for me to survive? Yes, okay, that goes into my need at least. Okay, if something that you don't need is a luxury, then it's a want. Is it necessary for you to spend that money? You can have 30% of your income can go into your wants now and then. Go out and treat yourself to a nice restaurant. Is that something you need? No. You can go to the supermarket and buy the stuff and cook yourself. Okay, so for you to buy the food on the supermarket, like the fresh stuff, the groceries and the meat, for you to cook, this is survival. You need this. But for you to go to a restaurant, a 3-star restaurant, 5-star restaurant, for you to enjoy yourself with your partner, this is a treat. You're not going to do this every day though. You're going to do that once in a while. You can do that once every month. You can do that once every 2 months, whatever you feel like it. But it is not a necessary thing to do. It is not a survival thing. But you have a budget for this, which is like maybe a 30%. 30% of your income can be thrown out, so to say, thrown in a quotes. You can throw that out in your needs and the luxuries. Okay, but make sure that you don't spend no more than 30% on wants and make sure that you don't spend no more than 50% on your needs. Don't overdo it. Don't put everything as a need. Oh, I need to have this. Oh, I need to have. Seriously, ask this question. I like this. I'm looking at this. Should I buy this? Do I need this to survive? If something happens now, is that going to save my life? If you have 5 jackets, is the 6th one is going to save your life? No. You've got other 5 there sitting in your wardrobe. I'm using this as an example. So it is not an item of need. It's an item that I want. It's a luxury. And then I have a 30% of my income as a budget for me to use it. If I spend that 30%, I'm not going to buy anything else luxury. End of story. G-Wagon, it's a goal. G-Wagon fib. Go for it. G-fib. Right, okay. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the too much talk and, preaching here. But, I want to share all these things because it is not only TA. It is not always like the hype. Come on, guys, this is what it is. We're going to buy. This is not the one, okay? I am not the one doing this, okay? I don't do this kind of things. Other people want to do the clickbaits. They want to do these terminals. It's fine. It's a business. They need to keep going doing this, right? Other traders, they're doing. I'm not talking about the crypto bunting here. I'm talking about other people that they're providing information on YouTube and they're doing these sessions and these courses, and they say to you, with a perfect example, they go back on the replay. They find the perfect example and say, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're done. 3-minute video, and they're supposed to turn you into a professional trader. Really? Where's the psychology? Where is the risk management? Where is the finance management? Where's all that? Where's the guidance? Where's the, No, this is what we do in the CIA, okay? We're trying to be nice, humble, all together, nice community. Discord is locked. I've closed the links. Okay, no invitation anymore inside the CIA. It's locked right now, and I'm gonna decrease the numbers. I've said that yesterday as well. I'm focusing on quality instead of quantity. I'm gonna get rid of the people that are not active inside the CIA. I'm gonna do a clean out operation inside the CIA. I already post that inside the CIA, right? And I made a little like nice announcement. And what did I say? Okay. So I had here a small nice report about inactivity policy announcement. Okay, it's a little fun way of doing it. It sounds like an order and report, just to bring a little smile on your faces. We do this under the CIA theme kind of thing. But what I said here, if I found inactive members are going to be more than 30 days inactive in the server, they're going to leave. Right? Because they just forgotten this server, they're not active, and they're forgotten to get out. So I'm going to help them. Okay? And also, please be careful. Right? I do not send any DMs. Okay? Nothing. Nada. If you do, bring them to Most Wanted, and let's make sure everyone knows, okay, who are these fake accounts. Okay? This is a fake account. This is another fake account, okay? So someone inside the CIA has a duplicate account or a bot that is running within the server. It is not inside the server as internal because he's using a second account. So the first account that is already inside the CIA, he has, let's say, access to a channel as a normal user. He sees he sees the members. He can copy the user ID. And then what he does, he goes to the second account, which is not inside the CIA, and he creates a direct message, a DM, okay, from external the CIA. So be careful. Do not accept any DMs. I do not do any DM. This is the closest you can come. Discord is the closest you can come to me. When we do these Tuesday and Thursday night live sessions, you're going to see them on the events, okay? The events time is going to be translated automatically on your local time zone. So if you go to events, mine says here 10 o'clock. on your time zone, on your machine, it will tell you your local time. So I have these Thursdays and Tuesdays, okay? So I've got these 2 sessions and I do live trading. And we're going to be together. We're going to talk, we'll have conversations, and we're going to share ideas. And anything that worries you, you come into these sessions, you talk to me, okay? And you always have access to me. If something's going on inside the Discord and you need to speak to me, tag me, okay? As I said, we are around 500 people, 480 people we are inside the Discord. I'm going to bring these numbers down, not up, down. I'll make sure that we have equality against quantity. And then when the whole CIA team, everybody, the member, is very strong and doing well, okay, then I'm going to open Discord for maybe 20 positions, 20 slots. I'm going to let like 20 people in. And then we're going to be careful with these 20 people to make sure they're doing okay. And once this bunch of people are okay, then we're going to reopen the Discord for another 20 slots. I don't care about quantity, I care about quality, right? And my target is to create a nice community that we're going to change it to a network. We're going to know each other. And then we're going to communicate. We're going to do other things as well apart from crypto. We're going to talk about a little bit about fitness. We're going to talk about nutrition. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to talk about other kind of investments. So this community here, it is not a one-off community to rip you off. It is going to be in some point, I'm going to be frank with you. It is going to be in some point as a subscription based, just to cover all these expenses, because so far what I do here, I just do it for free, right? You pay nothing. I'm not getting paid from anywhere. I don't have sponsors. I will not have sponsors. I don't have adverts. It's closed type, okay? So this is going to be an alliance. It's going to be a closed type. Not everyone can join. And we're going to become so strong that everyone wants to come to CIA, but we're not going to we're not going to just open the doors for everyone. We're going to control who's coming in here. I promise you this. We're going to keep this as safe as possible. Okay, so be with me and nice things are going to come over. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. I hope you had a good time. I hope you find value into this. Like the videos, and if you're inside the Discord, I'll see you inside the Discord. Until then, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.